Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Fluento, Everyday English for Real Life. I'm Anna.
And I'm David. Hey, Anna, how are you doing today?
I'm really good, actually. I just came back from the weekend and I feel, how do I say it? Recharged. You know that feeling?
Oh, yes, like your battery was empty and now it's full again.
Exactly. And I feel that way because I spent some time on my hobbies, which is actually what we're talking about today.
Oh, perfect timing then. Hobbies. I love this topic.
Me too. And before we start, if you are new here, welcome. Fluento is a place where we talk about real, everyday English. The kind of English you use when you talk to people at work, at the cafe, with friends.
Normal life English, not just textbook stuff.
Exactly. So if you like what we do here, it would mean a lot to us if you subscribe and leave a comment. We really do read them, and we love hearing from you.
We do. Okay, Anna, hobbies. Let's go. Tell me, what is a hobby you are really into right now?
Okay, so right now I am really into journaling. Do you know journaling?
Like writing in a diary?
Yes, kind of, but a little different. A diary is usually, Dear Diary, today I had pasta. Journaling is more like writing about your feelings, your thoughts, your day. It's more personal and free.
Oh, I see. So you can write anything?
Yes, anything. There are no rules. That's what I love about it. I started about 3 months ago. Every evening, I sit down with a cup of tea and I write for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes every day. That's actually quite consistent.
Well, most days. Some days I write for 2 minutes and then fall asleep. But hey, that counts, right?
Absolutely. Okay, so the phrase here is, I'm really into something. Let's notice that. Anna said, I'm really into journaling. You can use this to talk about any hobby. I'm really into cooking. I'm really into cycling. I'm really into painting.
Yes, it's a very natural way to express something you enjoy a lot. More natural than just saying, I like it. It shows a little more enthusiasm.
Great phrase. Okay, so why did you start journaling? Was there a specific reason?
Honestly, stress. I started because I was having a really busy period at work. Too many emails, too many meetings. My brain felt full, you know?
Yeah, I know that feeling very well.
And someone told me, just try writing things down, get it out of your head. And I thought, okay, I'll try it for 1 week. And I never stopped.
That's beautiful, actually. So it helped you relax.
So much. The word I would use is relieved. After I write, I feel relieved, like I put everything down somewhere safe, and now I don't have to carry it all in my head.
Oh, I love that. Relieved. Relieved. It means you feel better because something difficult or heavy is gone. Like after you finish a big exam. Relieved.
Or after you finally send that scary email to your boss.
Yes, very relieved. Okay, what about you, though? Do you keep a journal?
No, I can't do that. I tried once. I wrote 1 page, then I reread it and thought, wow, this is boring. I didn't even want to read my own diary.
That is so relatable. I think I did the same thing.
But that's the funny thing. Now that I've been doing it for a few months, I went back and read some old entries from when I started, and it was actually really sweet. I could see how stressed I was, and I could see how things got better.
That's a lovely reflection. You know, I think that's one of the most underrated things about hobbies. They show you who you are over time, not just what you do, but how you feel, how you grow.
Yes, exactly. Hobbies are kind of like a mirror. Okay, enough deep thoughts for now. David, tell me, what's your hobby these days?
Okay, so my hobby is bird watching.
Bird watching? Really?
I know. It sounds like something a retired grandfather does on a Sunday morning.
I wasn't going to say that.
You were thinking it.
Maybe a little.
It's okay. I thought the same thing before I tried it. But honestly, Anna, it is so addictive. You go outside, you bring binoculars, those are like small telescopes for your eyes, and you try to find and identify different birds.
Okay, that does sound kind of interesting, actually. How did you start?
So I moved to a new neighborhood last year, and there's this small park near my building. I started going there for morning walks just to wake up, and one morning I saw this bird. It was completely yellow, like bright yellow, almost unreal.
Wow, that sounds beautiful.
And I had no idea what kind of bird it was. So I downloaded an app. There are apps that help you identify birds, and I found out it was a yellow hammer. A yellow hammer. I felt like I discovered something.
See, that's so exciting. That surprise feeling.
I was surprised. That's the word, surprised. And proud. Proud because I found it myself. I didn't just walk past it like I usually would.
And now, how often do you go?
Every weekend at least once, sometimes twice, early in the morning before the city gets too noisy.
I love that. So, bird watching is also a way for you to get outside, to be quiet.
To slow down, yes. It forces you to be patient because you can't rush birds. If you move too fast or make too much noise, they fly away. So you have to be still.
Being still. That's so hard for some people, me included.
It was hard for me too at first. My mind kept going, should I check my phone? Did I reply to that message? But after a while, you forget all of that. You're just watching, and it's peaceful.
Peaceful. That's a beautiful word for it. Okay, let's teach that. You can say, this hobby makes me feel peaceful, or I feel peaceful when I go for a walk in the morning. Try saying that out loud wherever you are listening right now. It's good practice.
Yes, and speaking of practice, we want to hear from you. What is your hobby? Leave a comment below, even if it's just one word. Your hobby in one word. Let's see it. We'll read every single one.
Okay, David, I have to ask, has anything funny happened while you were birdwatching?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so a few weeks ago I went to a new park, a bigger one, further from the city. I heard there were rare birds there, so I was very excited, very serious. I had my binoculars, my notebook, my little field guide. That's a book with pictures of birds.
Very professional.
I felt like a professional. I was standing very still near some trees. I was watching. I saw something move in the branches, something big. I thought, this is it. This is a rare bird. My heart was going fast.
Oh no, I already sensed something coming.
I lifted my binoculars. I focused very carefully, and it was a plastic bag. A plastic bag stuck in a tree, moving in the wind.
No, David.
It was so convincing. It was moving like a bird. I stood there for maybe 4 minutes staring at a plastic bag.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. That is wonderful.
A woman walked past and looked at me, then looked at the tree, then looked at me again. She didn't say anything. She just walked faster.
She probably thought you were a little strange.
She definitely did. But you know what? That story makes me laugh every time. And that's actually one of the best things about hobbies. You get these little ridiculous moments that belong only to you.
That's so true. You know, those small, embarrassing moments actually make us feel more human. Like, it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to look silly. The important thing is you were there, trying, enjoying the morning.
Exactly. You go back anyway, right? The next weekend, I was back in the park. No plastic bags this time.
What did you find?
A real bird, a kingfisher, blue and orange, sitting right on a branch above the river. I didn't breathe for about 30 seconds.
That sounds incredible.
It was one of those moments where you think, this is why I do this. This is why I get up early on a Saturday.
Okay, I want to talk about that more, because I think this is really important for our listeners, especially if you're thinking, I don't have time for hobbies, I'm too busy, or I'm not good at anything. Let me ask you, David, when you first started birdwatching, were you good at it?
Not at all. I didn't know any birds. I thought pigeons were interesting. Pigeons!
I mean, pigeons are interesting.
They are, but you know what I mean. I knew nothing. I looked at birds and just thought, bird. Another bird. More birds.
And now you recognize dozens of them.
More, actually. But it didn't happen overnight. It happened because I kept going. Every week a little more. And now I feel genuinely, what's the word? Competent. Confident.
Competent means you know what you're doing. You have the skill. And that feeling of building skill in something just for the joy of it, not for work, not for money, just for you, that is so valuable.
Hobbies remind you that you can still learn. That's something I think adults forget sometimes. We stop learning new things because we're scared of being a beginner.
Oh, that's such a good point. We forget how to be beginners. Being a beginner feels uncomfortable, but it's also where all the growth happens.
And our listeners know exactly how that feels, by the way. Learning English as an adult is exactly that, being a beginner again. And they do it anyway.
Yes, which means our listeners are already brave, already doing something hard and exciting.
That's true. So if you can learn English, you can pick up a hobby too.
Okay, I want to share one more hobby because I think this one might surprise people.
Oh, go on.
So, I recently started jigsaw puzzles.
Jigsaw puzzles. Okay, I was not expecting that.
I know. When I told my sister, she said, "Anna, are you 80 years old?"
Huh, what did you say?
I said, "Maybe inside." But listen, jigsaw puzzles are genuinely wonderful. There's something so satisfying about finding the right piece, that little click when it fits perfectly.
I actually understand that feeling. It's very satisfying.
And the best part is, you make progress. Every time you sit down, you can see what you did. The picture grows. And even if you only do 10 minutes, you can see those 10 minutes, 10 new pieces in place.
That's really motivating, actually. A lot of hobbies you can't see the progress so easily. But with a puzzle, it's right there.
Exactly. Visible progress. And I do them on quiet evenings when I don't want to watch TV, but I also don't want to do anything too active. It's the perfect middle ground.
Do you ever lose pieces?
Oh, yes, and it is the most frustrating feeling in the world. I finished a 500-piece puzzle last month. Everything was perfect. One piece was missing.
No!
One piece. The sky. Right in the middle of the sky. I checked under the sofa, I checked under the table, under the rug. I was on my hands and knees looking for this piece.
Did you find it?
I did not find it. It is still gone. Somewhere in this universe, there is one blue sky puzzle piece living its best life without me.
That is genuinely sad and also very funny.
I felt disappointed. That's the word. Disappointed. Not angry, just let down. After all that work.
Disappointed. It means you expected something and it didn't happen. You can feel disappointed about a missing puzzle piece. You can feel disappointed after a difficult English test. It's that feeling of things not going the way you hoped.
But I bought a new puzzle the next day.
Of course you did.
Because one bad moment doesn't mean the hobby is bad. It just means life is imperfect, and that's okay.
Let's do a quick vocabulary check. We've used a lot of great feeling words today. Let's run through them.
Yes. So we said relieved when something heavy or stressful is gone.
Surprised when something happens and you didn't expect it.
Proud when you feel good about something you did.
Peaceful when everything feels calm and quiet.
Excited when you feel energy and happiness about something coming.
Disappointed when things don't go the way you hoped.
These are so useful for everyday conversation, not just for talking about hobbies, but for talking about your day, your week, your life.
Try using one today, in a conversation, in a message, in a comment below. Just try.
Actually, here's a nice sentence to practice. Ready? I felt really proud when I finished my first English lesson and understood everything. Can you say something like that? Make it yours.
I love that. Okay, let's also practice the basic hobby question. If you meet someone new and want to know about their hobbies, you can say, what do you like to do in your free time?
Or, more casually, what are you into these days?
And to answer, you can say, I'm really into bird watching at the moment. Or, lately I've been doing a lot of journaling.
Lately is a great word here. It means recently, in the past few weeks or months. Lately I've been doing a lot of is a very natural way to talk about a new hobby or something you've been doing more of.
Let's repeat that structure. Lately, I've been doing a lot of, and then your hobby. Can you try that right now? Say it out loud wherever you are.
Yes, please do. Speaking out loud is so important, even if no one can hear you. Especially if no one can hear you, honestly.
Huh, true. Okay, Anna, we're coming near the end. Any last thoughts about hobbies before we do our recap?
Yes. One thing I really believe is that hobbies aren't about being talented. They're not about being the best. They're about having something that's yours. Something that, in the middle of a busy week, makes you feel like yourself again.
I love that. Something that makes you feel like yourself again. That's exactly it.
Whether it's watching birds, writing in a journal, putting puzzle pieces together, or something completely different, it doesn't matter what it is. It matters that it brings you some peace, some joy, some quiet.
And honestly, that's true for learning English too. If you're listening to us right now, you're making time for something that matters to you, and that is something to feel proud of.
Absolutely. So before we go, we have a question for you, and this is our little comment challenge for the episode. We want you to answer this in English. What is one hobby you have, and how does it make you feel?
Just one sentence, that's all. You can write, my hobby is cycling, and it makes me feel free. Or, I like drawing, and it helps me relax. Simple and real.
We will read every single comment. That is not something we just say. We actually do it. So please write something. It helps you practice, and it makes our community feel alive.
Okay, let's do our final recap. Today we talked about journaling, writing about your thoughts and feelings to feel relieved and clear-headed.
We talked about bird watching, going outside, being patient, being still, and feeling surprised and peaceful.
We talked about jigsaw puzzles, making visible progress, feeling proud when pieces fit, and feeling disappointed when one mysteriously vanishes.
We practiced feeling words, relieved, surprised, proud, peaceful, excited, disappointed.
And we practiced phrases like, I'm really into, lately I've been doing a lot of, what are you into these days?
All of these phrases work in real conversations, with friends, with colleagues, with people you've just met. They're simple, they're natural, and now they belong to you.
Use them this week, seriously. Find one moment this week to talk about a hobby in English, even if it's just to yourself in the mirror.
Especially if it's just to yourself in the mirror. That counts.
It absolutely does.
Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. We are always so happy when you join us.
It genuinely makes our day to know you're out there learning, practicing, and being brave.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend who is also learning English. Learning feels a lot less lonely when you have someone to do it with.
And we'll be back very soon with another episode. Lots of good things coming.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep being curious, and be kind to yourself.
Bye, everyone.
Bye! See you next time on Fluentto.